Stop 1. Introduction. Welcome to the audio tour for the 2012 exhibition of Strangely Layered, The World of Andrea Dezsö. The content for this audio tour was taken from the catalog essay by Kimberly Davenport. Kimberly Davenport is Director and Chief Curator of the Rice University Art Gallery in Houston, Texas. She worked with Andrea in 2010 on a site-specific installation at the Rice University Art Gallery titled Sometimes in My Dreams I Fly. Thank you and enjoy. Stop 2. Among Andrea's most intriguing works are the tunnel books she creates by drawing, cutting out, and painting individual scenes that she layers in a box. Each tunnel book is a miniature universe, small in size but so enormous in scale that when you peer into it, you may feel something you have not experienced since childhood, the desire to shrink yourself and go inside. A combination of things draws you in: the high level of craft, the exquisitely painted surfaces, the strangeness of the scene, but most of all, the uncanny sense of depth that makes you feel that if you can get inside, you could continue walking. As with the enchanted forest of fairy tales or Dante's deep wood, when you peer into one of Andrea Dezsö's tunnel books, you stand at a departure point leading inward to another reality. Stop 3. Dezsö's one-of-a-kind pop-up books, in which a three-dimensional scene stands up when the book is opened, and her tunnel books, are visual journals in which she processes personal thoughts and creates an inner dialogue between herself and the object she is making. Each book alludes to dreams, anxieties, or subconscious thoughts Dezsö experienced at a certain time of her life. She started making the books while an undergraduate in London, where she spent long hours on computers becoming increasingly aware that what she was working on did not have a physical reality. She wanted to make things that had a material existence, but because she moved from country to country, what she made had to be small and portable. The book's imagery could be enigmatic, weird, and beautiful all at the same time. Each image has a strong sense of narrative, though what it narrates remains a mystery. Stop 4. It is important to Dezsö that her image elicits an immediate and visceral feeling, a gut reaction that causes the person to ask, "What is this?" and to imagine his or her own story. For example, in the tunnel book Woman and Girl Holding Small Beast, AD 17, we do not know who the characters are, the purpose of the strange structure located where they stand, or what kind of beast is being held. Is the starry sky above them the night sky, or a painted ceiling? Why are they dressed in a manner that does not identify a particular period? Dezsö hints at some kind of relationship between the women and between them and the animal, but they exist in their own universe, one about which we can only wonder. Stop 5. In the pop-up book Nude in Forest, AD 6, a woman's larger-than-life nude body curves around a stand of bluish trees. The trees' thick trunks and bare overlapping branches form a solitary circular enclave set within the boundary of a dark brown field. This mysterious image came from the recollection of a bizarre experience Dezsö had as a teenage member of the Young Pioneers, a compulsory youth group used to indoctrinate children with communist ideology. Continuous drills prepared students for worst-case scenarios, such as the United States dropping the atomic bomb, so that if someone were injured, you would know what to do. Exercises often took place in school, but on occasion would be conducted in a field on the edge of town near the forest, so the sense of drama would be heightened. Dezsö recalls a session in which they were taught what to do if someone had an epileptic seizure while under attack. Grasp the tongue and, to keep the person from swallowing it, fasten it to your pioneer shirt with a safety needle. Nude in Forest began as the tongue-swallowing picture. Stop 6. A few desolate trees represent the forest in the tunnel book Self-Portrait with Tree Stumps, AD 10. To the left of one tree, a nude figure standing with a sorrowful attitude is seen from the back, wearing only a bright red cap, with a cord around her waist and another tied around her upper right arm. Her right hand is missing. Light illuminates the left edge of the figure's face, whose features we cannot see, while on a massive, curving tree trunk, severed branches echo the figure's absent left hand. Stop 7. The forest appears even more foreboding in Self-Portrait with Chameleon and Red Helmet, AD 22. Bare, mottled bark trees that recede into a violet mist in the far distance, but become black spikes in the foreground, frame the nude figure of the artist. Wide-eyed, the woman's eyes gaze dully at something outside the frame. She wears a close-fitting red helmet with a single yellow star at its center. A thin red line encircles her neck, while above, a long red scarf drifts across the scene as if on a current of air. With her elbows bent and arms held slightly out before her, she holds a green chameleon on her right hand, and though it stretches over to the left, that hand is not visible. Is it missing or merely hidden? Stop 8. Conclusion. In Strangely Normal, AD 23, opposite worlds have merged into a hybrid forest city. The alien child, now looking light-hearted in a golden helmet, blue tunic, and tall blue boots, walks with seeming ease amidst bare trees and pointy and perforated metal-looking forms. A central character in Dezsö's work, the alien child, is her persona. The alien child is an individual who feels that anywhere she goes, she will be in some way an outsider. Dezsö traces this feeling of isolation to a childhood where she was the one in her family who did not fit in, had a difficult time at school, liked loud colors, and always got into trouble. Her mother's explanation was that when she was in the hospital and had given birth to Andrea, she fell asleep for a moment. Next to her was a gypsy woman who had also given birth to a baby. The nurse switched the babies by accident. The woman took off with the wrong baby, and Andrea's mother took home the gypsy baby. This story was liberating for Dezsö because it explained why there was nothing wrong with her. She just belonged to the gypsy family. Still, she dreamed of going away to a world in which everyone was an alien and nobody belonged, where each person had to figure out his or her own way.